I thought this was set for a plea.
Well, it was, so they would.
I'll give the court explanation, Your Honor.
It was gonna.
One moment, one deal gone. Imagine standing in court, thinking everything is settled. A plea deal, locked in, safe. But then something shifts. The judge pauses, and suddenly it starts falling apart. Not because of the charge, not new evidence, not a new crime. Behavior, jail behavior. Think about that. What you did after getting locked up is now deciding your future. And judges, they take that personally. So the deal, it's not as safe as you thought. And the courtroom just got colder. What happens next? No one expected.
Judge, we discussed what I thought was going to be a solid agreement, and then after reviewing jail disciplinary, I just didn't think the court would approve it. So my offer was to be refused.
Yeah, just to be clear, Your Honor, I had gotten Mr. Nichols to extend an offer of 4 years, which Mr. Carter was prepared to accept, and that's when I set it on the docket and made a plea. I was contacted by Mr. Nichols yesterday and advised that he was withdrawing that offer based upon the jail write-ups, which I've been provided with, and that the offer was now 6 years.
Now let this hit you. For years, that was the deal. Simple, controlled. But then it turns into 6, with a 7-year cap, just like that. No new crime, no new evidence, nothing changed, except you. One mistake, that's all it takes. A moment of impulse, a bad decision behind bars. And now, the price just doubled. Imagine realizing you didn't lose your future outside. You lost it inside the jail. And this changes everything because the judge is watching.
And with a 7-year cap, and Mr. Carter previously refused 5 years, so I did another refusal.
So, Mr. Carter, how old are you?
17.
17 years old. And do you realize now what you acting up in jail has already cost you? Do you really? Tell me what it's cost you.
This isn't advice. This is a warning. The judge is making it clear. Every write-up in jail, every report, every bad decision becomes evidence. Think about that. Not just the crime, but who you were when no one was watching. That's what the jury sees. That's what they judge. And mercy, it disappears fast. Because now, you're not just on trial for what you did. You're on trial for who you are. And that can destroy everything. But here's where it gets serious. The line between mistake and punishment just got thinner.
Well, some of your life. But you'd already talked about a deal in your case that sounds like you were going to accept. Is that right? And because you can't behave and follow the rules in jail, and I get those reports, and the district attorney's office gets those reports, and your attorney gets those reports, they decided you don't deserve that, and I don't disagree with them. So here's what happens now. If your case goes to trial, and I'm going to go through some things in a few minutes about that, and you get found guilty in that trial, that jury can also hear all of those reports, every last one of them. And if you think this man right here ain't going to bring those in and show that jury why you don't deserve any mercy or whatever, he's going to do it. I would if I were him. So if you're going to be in front of a jury, or you're going to be in front of the judge, or someone who's deciding what happens to your life, you might ought to change what you're doing in that jail. I just had a talk with another young one. I don't know what's going on in that dorm with all of you young ones, but what y'all all need to do is look at each other and say, I don't want to go to prison for a long time. If you do, you go act up over there. And man up and say, I'm not going to behave like that. Because you're a man now. And you're in felony court. You don't feel like a man.
At first, it sounds simple. The judge isn't yelling. He's not insulting. But listen closely. This is where the line is drawn. You might feel like a kid. You might think it's not that serious. But felony court, it doesn't care. Not about age. Not about feelings. Once you're here, everything changes. kid decisions turn into adult consequences, real consequences, prison time, years of your life, gone. And the judge is making one thing clear. This is no longer a game. So ask yourself, was it worth
Your
it?
brain's probably not functioning like a man, but you are in felony court like every other grown-up man. And if you make kid decisions and think that horse playing and treating the people that are trying to work there the way you are is going to get you anywhere, it will. It's going to get you in there longer. Does that make sense? So what you're charged with is the third-degree felony offense of deadly conduct discharging a firearm from October 13th of 2024. And what that means...
Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt again.
Yes.
He has a juvenile adjudication, which he is actually on parole for.
Felony conviction.
And that's a felony conviction. My understanding, and I need to file the proper notice, my understanding is that can be used to enhance him to a second degree. I don't think it precludes him from maybe getting probation from a jury. I need to make sure I vet that out through the family code.
Okay.
But my understanding is he's looking at a possible second-degree punishment range.
Do you agree with that?
It's a hybrid situation with the prior juvenile felony conviction. I think that Mr. Nichols is correct that it precludes, or it does not preclude him from having to be eligible for probation from a jury. However, it will enhance the punishment range
Okay.
from a third degree to a second degree.
So, Mr. Carter, what that means is that if you go to trial and a jury finds you guilty, and they find that that previous adjudication took place and was true, that you were adjudicated as a juvenile of a felony, that means that jury can sentence you anywhere in the range of punishment of a second-degree felony instead of a third, which is between 2 years and up to 20 years.
And here, the detail that changes everything. The one most people ignore. That juvenile felony, it doesn't disappear. It follows you. It grows with you. And now, it levels up the punishment. What was once 2 to 10 years is now 2 to 20. Think about that. Double the risk, double the time, all because of your past, catching up to your present. And here's the real gamble. Reject the deal, and you're betting your entire future on 12 strangers. A jury, people who don't know you, don't trust you, don't owe you anything. One decision, and your life could change forever. So the question is, do you take the deal or risk
in prison.
everything?
Do you understand? And I have a plea bargain rejection that you've signed with Mr. Kimler that shows that the district attorney's made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a 6-year term in prison or for a 7-year cap to me. You have every right to reject that offer and have your case set for trial. We've talked about all that. Do you want to reject that offer and have a jury decide? Okay, then we'll get your case set on the trial docket as quickly as we can. Again, don't get over there and forget what I told you today. It's very important. Do you understand? Okay, go back with the bailiff.
Yeah.